efficiency transport. For this to take up one wedge, we would have to increase all cars' gas mileage from 30 to 60 so less CO2 would be emitted. And the cost for this would be low.
Efficiency electricity. To acquire this one wedge, we would have to increase the efficiency of power plants from 40 to 60%. In my opinion, this is a good idea because it would overall it would stop from CO2 from being emitted into the atmosphere, and it's cheap and it would be cost effective.
Fuel switching electricity. To attain this wedge, it would be low cost, and to do so, it would have to be replace coal-burning electricity with plants powered by natural gas. The reason we like this is because natural gas is more eco-friendly than coal.
Nuclear electricity. 168 reactors would be required to take up one wedge of the chart. This amount is 3 times the amount France has made since the 1980s. Although it would be costly, it would be overall worth it because it would produce an enormous amount of electricity, and it would stop CO2 from being emitted into the atmosphere.
Solar electricity. To acquire one wedge, we would have to have 12,000 square miles of solar arrays, and the cost would be large, but the reason we picked this is because it is basically an unlimited resource that will be here for many years to come.
Wind hydrogen. To acquire one wedge, we would have to power half of the world's cars predicted for 2050 with hydrogen. Although it may be costly, wind is a renewable resource and is always around, so we could acquire the energy for lifetimes to come.
Biofuel. To acquire one wedge, we would have to scale up world ethanol production by a factor of 12. It would be a medium cost, but it would be worth it because the petroleum fuel is more harmful to the environment than it would be for biofuel.
Forest storage. To acquire one wedge, we would have to halt deforestation for 50 years to make up the one wedge. It would cost little to nothing, and overall it would be worth it because we're saving oxygen, we're saving trees, and overall we're saving our planet.
How people would feel about it. Taxpayers and consumers would be a medium level to feel about this because since they would need to spend their money to help us produce all these things. Energy companies should be very happy about this because we'll be using them to make all of our. Manufacturers should be at a medium as well, since they will have to make these for the energy companies, but they would also have to stop producing for older versions of how they get energy. Industrialized country governments should be happy since we are going more green, and it would help the environment and thus overall helping every country. Developing country governments should be in the medium as well, since we would be able to support them with maybe some new energy sources.